Hi-ho there guys, welcome back to another practice. So this practice is all about developing flexibility and mobility. So I'm basing this a lot more on dynamic vinyasa, and we're going to do a lot more dynamic yoga stretches as a way of warming and preparing our body for the practice. So it's still going to be very sweaty, very strong, but with more of a different focus. We're looking a lot more at flexibility. And the peak pose is going to be the splits. And like I said, we're going to rely on heat as well as also activation and strength in order to work our way into the splits. But I'm going to go into a lot more detail about that later on. Don't worry if you can't do the splits. I'm going to break it down into a few little bits, little sections to show you how you can progress your way into the splits. Please give this video a like, and if you have any questions, just write me a comment down below. Please subscribe and follow me on Instagram, Emma Forever Yoga. Okay, let's get started, guys. So come to your mats if you're not already on your mat. And I want you to come to your hands and knees. So we're really going to start warming up the body now. So we're going to start doing cat and cow. But we're going to be very precise about our cat and cow. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to just tilt your hips upward, dropping your belly, dropping your chest, and then raising your head up, taking a nice deep breath in. And then on the exhale, you're going to start again from the hips. So you're now going to drop your hips, really tucking that tailbone. And then the belly is going to pull right up and in. The action of the belly pulling up is now going to draw your ribs up. And you're going to spread your shoulder blades down your back. From here, again, drop your belly, lifting the hips up. The rib cage is now going to follow, dropping all the way down, shoulder blades moving in together. Raise the head up. That's it. Deep breath in. And then exhale, going back the other way. So just really nice, slow, patient movement. You don't need to rush it. You just need to feel your way through. And we're going to do this 2 more times. So you're dropping your belly, lift the hips up. Ribs then follow, then the head is going to lift up. Well done. Deep breath. Exhaling, tuck your tailbone. Once the tailbone tucks, the belly is going to pull right in. Spread your shoulder blades apart and move the chest right up towards the spine. From here, 1 more drop. Lift the hips, belly, lower ribs, and then the head lifts up. Deep breath in. Exhale, 1 more time, go back the other way. Tuck the tailbone, belly in, ribs in, pressing your shoulders down the back, really pushing the chest up and in, dropping the head. And now what we're going to do is we're going to arch our back again. So dropping the belly, lifting the hips up, dropping the rib cage, lift up the head. And now from here, you're going to pitch forward over the wrists, squeeze your elbows in tight, chest and chin to the ground. From here, pressing all the way back up, using the strength of your arms. And then you're going to arch the back, rib cage, belly in. Inhale now, drop your belly, your rib cage, lift your head up, deep breath. Exhale, pitch forward, bending the elbows. Make sure you bend your elbows so they squeeze close to the chest. And then you're going to press all the way back up, tuck the tailbone, move the chest in. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the hips up, drop the rib cage, lift up the head, deep breath in. Exhale, from here, pitch forward, bend the elbows. See how my hips are high up off the ground? And now you're going to move through the arms nice and gently, landing the belly to the floor. Press the feet to the floor. And now from here, you're going to raise your chest up into a baby cobra. Just holding your baby cobra for 1 moment here. Just feel that nice engagement in the back muscles. Taking your deep breaths in through the nose. Exhaling fully out of the nose, keeping that awareness in pressing your feet down, pushing the pubic bone down. and just raising that chest up to feel that engagement in your back muscles. From here, I'm going to get you to tuck your toes, press your hands into the mat, bend your knees, pressing gently back to the feet. That's it, preparing your way into downward facing dog. So now you're going to push into the toes, lift the legs up, downward facing dog, everybody. Hold your downward facing dog for a moment. From here, I want you to spread your fingertips apart, gripping with the knuckles, gripping with the fingertips, rolling your shoulders out. Allow your head to fully relax, sending your hips up to the sky, pulling the navel right in and up, following that breath. Your breath is your mantra. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Give yourself permission to forget about the day and forget about anything that's bothering you, forgetting about anything that might happen in the future, anything that may have happened in the past. Just be here in this moment with your downward facing dog. And now on an inhale, I want you to lift your heels up off the ground first. That's it. If the heels are already up, great. Send the heels more up and forward. And then what I want you to do, as you do this, drop your hips round the back and now move forward into a plank pose. From here, you're going to bend the knees. And then as you bend the knees, you send your hips back, pressing the belly back to the legs and roll back into your downward facing dog. One more time, lift the heels up. As you lift the heels up, the belly comes in, the rib cage comes in, and then move forward into your plank pose. From here, bending the knees, press the chest back towards the legs, rolling the spine. One more time, lift the heels up, belly pulls in, move forward into a plank pose. And now we're going to lower chaturanga, shoulders back, bending the elbows. See if you can catch yourself in the air. Move forward and up, upward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, come back over your toes. Downward facing dog. Well done. Inhale now. I want you to raise the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale now, pull the right knee up into your chest. And then from here, gently step the foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee to the floor and then untuck the toe. On inhale now, you're going to raise your hands up to the sky. Exhale now, just sinking into your hip, and hold this stretch for a moment. Elongating the spine, pulling the belly up and in, separating the ribs from the hips, and maybe move a little deeper into that stretch. Take a breath. And now from here, I want you to push into that right foot, straightening the right knee, and then turning your hands upwards so the palms face up. You're going to glide the hands back, lifting up the right toes, balancing on your heel, pushing into the heel and into the back foot as you fold over your leg, and just feel that nice stretch. Take one more deep breath in here, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, bend the knee, sink back into your hip, raise the hands back up to the sky, deep breath. Exhale now, press your hands to the floor, tuck your back toe, lift up the back leg, deep breath. Exhale now, reaching the right arm to the sky, take a nice twist, open out your chest. Inhale now, bring the hand to the floor, and then exhale, step back, downward facing dog, left side, left leg. Inhale, send the left leg up to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale now, tiger curl that left knee into your chest, lift it up nice and high, and then gently step the foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee to the floor. Let's come up to our lunge. Reach the hands up to the sky, everybody, sinking into your hip. Taking that beautiful stretch. You should feel it coming right up through the right leg, maybe deep into the hip, your hip flexor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit further. One more deep breath in. Exhale, now straighten that left leg. Toes roll up, palms of the hands face up. Tilt forward, reaching your chest forward and down, pressing into both of your feet to keep yourself stable and just hold this position. Really dynamic flexibility, supporting our body whilst taking the stretch. Take one more deep breath in here. Exhale now, bend the front knee, sweep your hands up to the sky. Open out and lengthen. Press both hands to the floor, deep breath in. Exhale, tuck your back toe, lift up the back leg. From here, we're going to move our way into our twist. So you're going to reach your left hand up to the sky. Feel that beautiful opening in the chest. Moving the hand back down on an inhale. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. On an inhale now, move forward, raise the heels up, pull the belly in, coming into your plank pose, and then bring the knees to the floor. Drop the belly, arch the back, lift up the chest. Pressing your chest and chin to the floor. Inhale now for baby cobra. Feet now just stay hip width apart. I want you to hover your chest off the ground like this. Take a deep breath. And now we're going to come into upward facing dog. Push the feet into the mat. Press your hands into the mat. Raise your thighs up. Take a deep breath in. Really pointing the heels up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, roll back over your toes. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's keep going. So on an inhale, raising that right leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, tiger curl that right knee into your chest. Gently step the foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee to the floor, untuck the toe. Inhale, now you're going to sweep your hands up to the sky. We're not going to hold this time. Just on the exhale, you're going to straighten your leg just like before. Palms of the hands face up. Gently tilt forward over the leg. From here, guys, we're going to level this up. Inhale, bending your knee. Sweep the hands back up. Tuck your back toe. And then you're going to raise the back leg up off the ground, coming into a crescent lunge. Nice strong stance. From here, press the hands to the floor, inhale. And then on the exhale, you can use blocks if you want to. If you've got some blocks, begin to straighten out that front leg. Inhale, lift up the chest, move the left side of the hip forward, pulling the right side of the hip back. And then exhale, fold forward over your leg. Well done. Inhale, halfway, lift up the chest. Exhale, deeply bending the knee, coming back into that wide lunge, and then right arm is going to circle up to the sky. Feel that beautiful stretch right up through the spine. Well done. Take a breath. Exhale, press your hand to the floor. Step back into your downward facing dog. Let's go. Other side, left leg up. Deep breath in. Exhale, tiger curl that knee into the chest, lift it up high, and then gently step the foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee to the floor, untuck the toe. Sweep your hands up to the sky, deep breath in. Exhale, moving with the breath, straighten the leg. Exhaling, folding forward, gently over, and then inhale, bend the knee, level it up, tuck the back toe, back leg comes off the ground, crescent lunge, well done. Exhale, press the hands to the floor. Inhale, begin to straighten your front leg, hips are nice and square, lift up the chest, and then exhale, folding forward. Inhale now, lift up the chest. Exhale, bend through the front knee. Nice long stance, reaching the left hand up to the sky. Deep breath in, open your chest. And then exhale, press the hand to the floor. Step back to your downward facing dog. Well done. Coming to your plank pose, raise the heels up, rolling the spine forward to your plank. Now let's lower chaturanga. Shoulder blades back. Bend the elbows, moving forward and up, upward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Holding your downward dog just for a moment. So you can probably feel now the sweat that's developed from just doing that simple slow movement. It's really beneficial for your circulation, but also great if you want to develop more flexibility and warmth to enter into the splits. Let's go one more round. So on an inhale now, you're going to raise the right leg up to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, tiger curl that knee high up into the chest. Gently step the foot in between the hands. Bring the back knee to the floor, untuck the toe. Inhale, sweep your hands up to the sky. Exhale, from here, straighten your front leg, curl the toes back, leaning forward over your leg. Inhale now, bend the front leg, level it up, reach the hands up, crescent lunge. Exhale, send the hands down. Inhale now, begin to straighten your front leg. Lift up the chest, deep breath. Exhale, folding forward over your leg. Inhale now, halfway lift. Exhale, bend through the front knee, moving into a twist, reaching the right arm up to the sky, rinsing the spine. Inhale, bring the right arm down. Exhale, stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale now, sending your left leg up to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, knee into the chest, tiger curl. Step the foot in between the hands. Bring the back knee to the floor and then untuck the toe. Inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky. Exhale, moving gently into your forward fold. Straighten the front leg, palms of the hands face up, reaching forward. Inhale now, bend the knee, level it up. Crescent lunge, reach the hands up to the sky, sinking into your hips. Exhale, press the hands to the floor. Inhale now, begin to straighten the front leg. Hips are nice and square. Lift up the chest and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale now, lift the chest. Exhale, bending through your front knee and reaching the left hand to the sky. Everybody, nice, beautiful twist. Exhale, bring that hand down from here, stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale now, roll forward to your plank pose, everybody. Exhale, knees, drop the belly, arch the back, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale now for baby cobra, feet to the floor, hovering the chest, activate those back muscles. And now let's come to our upward facing dog. Press into the feet, into the hands, lift the thighs up. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Well done. On an inhale now, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk your feet towards your hands. Keep the feet separated. On an inhale now, you're going to halfway lift up the chest. And then on the exhale, you're going to take a forward fold. You can always bend your knees if you like. You can cradle the arms or just have the hands either side of the feet. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, 1. Breathing in. Exhale, 2. Breathing in. Exhale, 3. One more deep breath in. And then exhale all the way out. Beautiful. On an inhale now, you're going to lift up the chest halfway. Exhale now, stepping back into your downward facing dog. On an inhale now, moving back into your plank pose. Pull the belly right in and up. Exhale, pitch forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to upward facing. And then exhale to your downward facing dog. Now coming into your warrior 1. So you're going to step the right foot forward, turn the back heel in and ground the foot. Reach the arms up. Warrior 1. All the way up to the sky, hands together. Exhale, 1. Pressing into that back foot. Remember, squaring the hips in warrior 1. Breathing in. Exhale, 2. Breathing in. Exhale, 3. Breathe in. Exhale, 4. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, 5. Inhale now, straighten the front leg with the back toes. Just slightly turn them out so they're pointing to the side. Opening out the hips and the arms, triangle pose. Move your hip inward, opening out the side of the body, bringing the hand just as far as your flexibility allows you. Really try not to stick the bottom out, but keep your bottom just coming inward, top hip turning open. Just making sure that the top hand is just in line with your shoulder. Exhale, 1. Breathing in. Exhale, 2. Keep going and just keep that focus. Breathing in. Exhale, 3. Breathe in. Exhale, 4. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, 5. Inhale now, tuck your hand behind your back. From here, we're going to come to a reverse triangle. Stand up, reach back, open the side of your body, deep breath in. And then on the exhale, you're going to turn the right toes inward so now they point forward. Your right hand is going to circle down and across the body. Option to hold on to your shins, your ankles, or your big toes. Take a deep breath in, lift the chest up, lengthen your spine and send your hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the elbows, folding forward. Exhale, 1. Breathing in. Exhale, 2. Breathe in. Exhale, 3. Try rocking a little bit of weight into the front of the toe, but not too much. You basically want to distribute the weight evenly through the feet, but try not to bring your weight too far back into the heels, otherwise you may raise your head up a little bit further. Breathing in. Exhale, 4. Remember, focus on the breath and don't judge yourself during the practice, just feel. Breathing in, one more deep breath. And then exhale, 5. Inhale now, lift up the chest halfway. Exhale, hold onto the waist, pressing all the way back up. On inhale now, spread your arms open, pointing the right toes forward. Just shuffling your back foot in a little bit, bending through your right knee. From here, you can take your hand to a block or hand just coming in front of the foot, dragging the back foot up, holding on to your waist in the beginning, maintaining that nice openness through the hips. Gradually coming up to your half moon pose, everybody, gazing at the floor, or if you can look up towards your hand. Exhale, 1. Breathing in. Exhale, 2. Breathe in. Exhale, 3. Just steady gaze, focus on the breath, breathing in. Exhale, 4. One more deep breath in. And now on that exhale, you're going to bend that right knee, take the left hand to the floor, and then just cross the left leg behind the right leg, sitting all the way down into your seated twist. Sitting up nice and tall, making sure you're pressing into the right toes, spine nice and long. Take the right hand behind you, reach your left hand up to the sky, deep breath. Exhale, hook the elbow to the knee, gazing over the back shoulder, breathing in. Exhale, 1. Breathe in. Exhale, 2. Breathe in. Exhale, 3. Breathe in. Exhale, 4. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, 5. Counter twist to the other side, everybody. Just de-rotate. Now let's open out our hip flexors. So you're going to open your legs, bring the feet together. Draw the feet in nice and close to the groin, and now hold on to the feet. Take a deep breath in, hinging forward from the waist. That's it. Nice and gentle, everyone. Exhale, 1. If your knees are up quite high, just use the elbows to gently push the knees apart. Breathing in. Exhale, 2. Breathe in. Exhale, 3. Breathe in. Exhale, 4. One more deep breath. And then exhale, 5. Inhale, sitting all the way up. Exhale, now you're going to cross your feet. Send the feet under your hips. From here, we're going to step back into a downward facing dog. Once we're in your downward dog, you're going to roll immediately forward into a plank pose. Belly pulled in, pitch forward, shoulders back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Rolling over the toes, upward facing dog. Deep breath. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. Let's go to the other side. Sending your left foot forward for your warrior 1. Send the left foot forward. Turn the back heel in. Make sure the back heel is fully grounded. Reaching your arms up first to your hips just to check and make sure you got that nice square in the hips. You can always move your foot outward a little bit to make it easier to square your hips. Lengthening from the ribs away from the hips. Belly pulled right up and in, hands together, and then reach your hands up to the sky. Breathing in. Exhale, 1. Nice deep bend in the front knee. Breathing in. Exhale, 2. Breathing in. Exhale, 3. Breathe in. Exhale, 4. One more deep breath. And then exhale, 5. Triangle pose. Straighten your front leg, back toes turning out, opening out the hips and the arms. You can always widen or shorten the stance depending on how far you want to go. Reaching your hand forward, coming into your triangle pose, everyone. 5 breaths. Breathing in. Exhale, 1, top hip turning open, breathing in. Exhale, 2, you can take your big toes with your fingertips if that's accessible to you. Breathing in. Exhale, 3. Breathe in. Exhale, 4. Nice deep breath in, everyone. And then exhale, tuck your top hand behind your back, coming into that reverse triangle, reaching your hand back, beautiful side stretch, deep breath. Exhale, now turn your toes inward, wide-legged stance. Your hand is going to circle down your body, taking both hands now either onto blocks, whatever you can reach, just pressing your hands down onto the mat or onto blocks, fingertips pointing forward, rotate the elbows so they're backwards. Lift up the chest halfway and then exhale, folding forward over your legs. 5 breaths, breathing in. Exhale, 1. Breathe in. Exhale, 2. Breathing in. Exhale, 3. Breathe in. Exhale, 4. Breathing in. And then exhale, 5. On inhale now, lift the chest up halfway. Exhale, hold on to your waist. And then inhale, raise yourself all the way back up. Exhale now, you're going to turn your left toes forward. Back foot is going to shuffle in a little bit. Straighten the arms. Let's come to that half moon pose. That's it. Reach your hand forward, guys. Bring your hand so it's in front of the foot, holding onto your waist and just gently transferring the weight. Keeping that hip open, nice and steady. No need to rush. Just feel your way through it. 5 breaths. Exhale, 1. Breathing in. Exhale, 2. Breathing in. Exhale, 3. Breathe in. Exhale, 4. One more deep breath. Exhale very slowly. Start to bend your front knee. It's a tricky pose, that one. Tucking the right leg behind the left leg and then spiral all the way down for your seated twist. From here, just sitting up nice and tall. Left hand comes behind you, reaching your right arm up. So that's the right arm. Exhale, cooking the elbow to the left knee, gazing behind your shoulder. Breathing in. Exhale, 1. Breathe in. Exhale, 2. Breathing in. Exhale, 3. Breathing in. Exhale, 4. Breathe in. And then exhale, 5. Beautiful, guys. From here, you're going to release. Turning to the side, spiraling open. From here, you're going to let go of your legs. And I want you to squeeze your legs together, okay? So the first thing that you're going to work on is holding onto your thighs. And then I want you to lean back and just coming up onto the tip of your bottom. If you find that you can't keep the balance, just keep your hands on the mat, okay? So we're slowly going to work our hands up our legs. So you're going to bring your hands to the calves if you feel that you can go a little bit further, and then slowly work towards straightening the legs if you can. Don't worry if the knees are bent. If you've got a strap, you can also thread the strap around your feet. If you feel like you can go a bit further, hold on to the what are they called? Ankles. So you're going to hold on to your ankles and then fully straighten the legs. If you want to go further, you can take both hands to the outsides of the feet. And if you can go further still, holding onto the toes. Keep your chest up, the shoulders rolling down the back. You're not just relying on flexibility. So those of you who are quite flexible, don't just rely on the flexibility, rely also on the strength as well. So your abdominals and your hip flexors pulling into each other to allow you to stay nice and stable, okay? 5 breaths, breathing in wherever you are, just hold wherever you are, breathe that 5 breaths. Exhale, 1. Breathing in, exhale, 2. Breathe in. Exhale, 3. See if you can draw your legs in a little bit closer this time. Breathing in. Exhale, 4. Well done. Hope you're doing well. One more deep breath in. And then on the exhale, release the feet and now cross your legs. Slip the feet under. And now we're going to step back into your downward facing dog. Sending the hips up, lengthening the spine. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in. And then exhale all the way out. On inhale now, gently move forward to your plank pose. Exhale, knees, drop the belly, arch the back, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale now for baby cobra. Belly comes to the floor. Feet are together. hovering the chest. Coming up now into your upward facing, breathing in all the way up, thighs, everything comes off the mat. Exhale now to your downward facing dog. From here, guys, you're going to raise your right leg up into a three-legged dog. So you're going to point the right toes, raise the right leg up to the sky. From here, don't open your hip out. I just want you to leave your hips square and just hold this for 3 breaths. Exhale, 1 full breath out. Breathing in. Exhale, 2. 1 more deep breath. Really lengthen, pull the belly in, and your left leg should really be working here. Now I want you to open the hip and raise your leg up a little bit higher if that's accessible to you, okay? Just as high as you can go. Keep breathing. Exhale, 1. Breathing in. Keep your back nice and straight. Use your shoulders as a guide. So if your shoulders are twisting, maybe your back would be twisting as well. So just level your shoulders out to keep the back straight. Exhale, 2. 1 more deep breath in. And then exhale, I want you to push into the left foot, raising the left heel up, bend the right knee, and now you're going to tiger curl that right knee to the right elbow. So right knee to right elbow, slide the leg up the arm, and then step the foot, just so it comes outside of the hand, coming into your lizard. Back knee on the floor. From here, you can hold this position, or you can sweep the right hand behind your back, picking up the back foot, gently moving the right side of the hip back. The left side comes forward, sinking into your hip. Breathing in. Exhale, 1. Breathe in. Exhale, 2. Breathe in. Exhale, 3. Breathe in. Exhale, 4. 1 more deep breath in. And then exhale, 5. Let go of the back foot. Move the right foot just so it sits on the edge of the mat. From here, you're going to tuck the back toe, lift up the back leg. Make sure this right foot stays on the edge. And now you're going to begin to straighten that right leg out, curl the right toes upward, making sure that the right side of the hip is pressing back, left side of the hip is coming forward. Hands on blocks or just on the mat. Take a deep breath in, exhale, walk your hands as far as they can go, okay? Don't stress about getting the hands too far forward, but just move them forward slowly, as much as your flexibility allows you. Just feeling that deep, long stretch right through the back of the leg. Exhale, 1. Breathing in. Exhale, 2. Breathing in. Exhale, 3. Breathe in. Exhale, 4. 1 more deep breath. And then exhale, bend through the front leg, back knee to the floor. I want you to walk your foot into the center line of the mat and then just come up to your low lunge, okay? So we're now going to work on the splits, okay? So this particular posture here is a great posture to work on if you're working towards the splits, sorry. So just working on this nice low lunge, opening out the hip flexor. The second part of it is to take your hands to the floor, and then you're going to straighten the front of the leg, curl the toes back, and then you're going to lift up your chest halfway, okay? Then on the exhale, you can fold forward, integrating blocks as needed, okay? So you use 2 blocks for both of your hands to give yourself some support. So you can work with this one, just straightening out your legs, stretching your hamstring, or if you'd like to come into your split, I want you to tuck your back toe, gently move your front foot forward, and then just guiding your hands back slowly. Coming down, easy does it. Don't force, don't strain, just feel. 5 deep breaths in your splits. Exhale, 1. Breathing in. Exhale 2. If you feel ready, bring your hands together into prayer. Breathing in. Exhale 3. Breathe in. Exhale 4. One more deep breath. And now on the exhale, take your hands to the floor, tuck your back toe. Very slowly, come back to your downward facing dog. Don't worry if your mat unfolds like mine. You just go with it, just go with the flow. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in. And then exhale all the way out. Second side, left side from here. Send the left leg up to the ceiling. Just holding that position now for 3 breaths. Exhale 1. Keep the hips nice and level. Breathing in. Exhale 2. One more deep breath in. And then exhale 3. Start to raise your leg up a little bit higher. You might find that one leg is tighter than the other. Exhale 1. Open the hip out now. Breathing in. Exhale 2. One more deep breath. Open your hip. And then exhale, you're going to push into the right toes and then draw the left knee to your left elbow. Slide the knee up the arm and then very gently step the foot outside of the hand. From here, you're going to bring the back knee to the floor, untuck the toe, and now you're going to take hold of your back foot, swinging your hand over. Pick up the back foot, holding onto the foot if you can. Exhale 1, or whatever you ended up in before, you just stay with that variation again. Breathing in. Exhale 2. Breathe in. Exhale 3. Breathe in. Exhale 4. Breathing in. And then exhale 5. Beautiful. Let go of the foot. Take your hand to the floor. Leave the left foot on the edge of the mat. Tuck your back toe. Lift up the back leg. Begin to straighten out the front leg, curling the toes back. Gently work the hands forward. Breathing 5 breaths. Breathing in. Exhale 1. Breathe in. Exhale 2. Breathe in. Exhale 3. Breathe in. Exhale 4. One more deep breath. And then exhale 5. Work your hands back, bend through the front knee, and then from here, left foot comes into the center line of the mat, coming up to that low lunge. So just like before, you can stay here in your low lunge. You can straighten out the leg, moving the hips forward, and then gently folding forward over your leg. If you want to go a little bit further, then tuck your back toe. Gently work the back knee back, tucking the back toe. For some reason, it just makes things easier. Not sure why, but it does. So hopefully you're doing it. Work the back foot back, sinking gently into your hip, and then you'll find your way into the splits. Don't worry if you're not in the full splits. You're technically still doing the splits even if the hips are off the ground. Holding now for 5 breaths. Exhale 1. Breathing in. Exhale 2. Hands together. Breathing in. Exhale 3. I hope you're doing well. No straining, don't force, just feel. Breathing in. Exhale 4. One more deep breath in. And then exhale 5. Press your hands to the floor. Say a little prayer and then press back into your downward facing dog. Well done, everyone. On an inhale now, move forward into your plank pose. And then on the exhale, moving forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, deep breath in. Exhale to your downward facing, coming over the toes. Take a deep breath in now, bring the knees to the floor, bring your feet together, and now we're going to rest back into our child's pose. Stretch your hands forward, allow the head to fully relax. Take this opportunity just to get back to your breath, get back to that centered mind. Take a breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in. And then exhale all the way out. Beautiful, guys. Let's come to the puppy pose. So we're going to release our upper body. So bringing the knees together, walk your hands forward. Very gently start to work the head towards the floor. No stress, no strain. You can always take your head onto a block if you find that the head doesn't fully make it. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. And then exhale all the way out. Well done. So from here, you can continue holding this position with the forehead on the floor, or if it's accessible to you and there's no pain, I want you to begin to walk your hands forward, aiming to get the chest to the ground, looking forward. Just 3 breaths here, breathing in. Breathing out. Remember, if there's any strain or stress in the spine or the neck at all, just bring the forehead back down. Breathing in. Exhale. One more breath. And then exhale very slowly. Start to work your way up. And now I want you to sit back onto your feet. Bring your hands to your lap. Allow the shoulders to fully relax. Sitting up nice and tall. Tuning into that life force, that breath. Coming back to your mantra. Coming back to your observing. Try not to worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. Don't worry about what happened today. Just be here in this beautiful seated position, cooling yourself down. Take one more deep breath in here, everyone. And then breathe all the way out. Final back bend, we're going to come to the camel. So from here, you're going to come up to your knees. And I want you to separate your knees just so they're hip width apart. I want you to take your hands to your ribs and I want you to lengthen the ribs away from the hips, sending your hips gently forward. From here, you can bring your hands together into prayer, guiding your chest open. Hips are coming forward. Holding on to your lower back. If you need some support, you can hang out here or tuck your back toes. See if you can work the hands back towards the heels, maintaining that forwardness in the hips. If you'd like to go a little bit further, you can allow the head to come back. And if you want to go further still, just untuck the toes. 5 deep breaths. Breathing in. Exhale 1. Breathe in. Exhale 2. Breathe in. Exhale 3. Breathe in. Exhale 4. One more deep breath. And then exhale 5. Hold on to your lower back. Gently work your way up and then come back to your hands and knees. From here, stepping back into a downward facing dog. Spine is nice and long. Inhale, move forward to your plank pose. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Nice, beautiful upward facing deep breath. And then exhale, come back to your downward facing. Well done, everyone. Now from here, step both of your feet forward. Sitting down onto your mat. Straighten both of the legs. Sitting up tall, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, folding forward over your legs. Seated forward bend. 5 deep breaths, aiming to get the stomach towards the legs. Breathing in. Exhale, 1. Breathe in. Exhale, 2. Breathe in. Exhale, 3. Breathe in. Exhale, 4. One more deep breath in, everyone. And then exhale, 5. Work your way up. And now let's lay back. Bring yourself into the center of the mat, coming into your Shavasana, everybody. Well done for this practice. Just appreciating the work that you've put in. Gradually now just finding that nice, comfortable position. And then from here, you can either leave your knees bent and together, or you can straighten out both the legs, allow the hands to roll up nicely, allow the shoulders to roll out nicely. Allow gravity to do its work. Finding that nice, comfortable space. And allow yourself to be. Or don't search for any comfortable space. Just make whatever space you're in comfortable. Taking your time and just slowly cooling down. Allow yourself to be free and let go.